Hello everyone and welcome to another League Racing video. Today we're here for the French Grand Prix in PSGL. Now then, it's been a minute. The last episode was at Monaco. If you haven't seen that race, then go check it out. Link up in the top right. I promise you, it'll be worth your time and there are some overtakes, so go check it out. If you're going to enjoy this one, leave a like and subscribe. Let's try and smash over 1,200 likes on this League Racing video. And yeah, I'll stream these on my Twitch, link down below, every Thursday and Sunday night. But yeah, today we're here for France, and a track that, you know, I don't mind, it's okay. Heading into this weekend, you can see the championship standings after 3 rounds. We are in P4. Things are looking pretty decent, you know. I'm not going to complain. I think, obviously, could have been better. I think the first race especially was a bit meh, but besides that, round 2, you know, podium in Silverstone, and also Monaco last time out, going from P13 to P4, will absolutely take that one. So it's been, I'd say, a decent season so far, and some strong points finishes. In the constructors, we're still P6, as unfortunately our teammate is yet to score points, Sam Corby, and also I think he's missed a race as well, and he's missing this one too. So my teammate for this race is going to be Jeffrey Ritchie. So yeah, we'll try and do the best we can within, you know, what's possible. As now for qualifying, we have a bit of an idea. So we want to go for P11 and start the race on the hard tyre. That's the strat for this race. Now to do that, we're going to invalidate on purpose on our first lap, just to give ourselves a delta reference and a lap to aim for later on in the session when we eventually try to go for P11. So yeah, we're going to just basically set a bit of a benchmark time to see what to aim for as we run across the line, setting a 28.8. Not a bad lap actually, decent banker and good, it's not bad actually, overall pace I'd say, as you can hear me in the background. 28.8. Not bad at all. Now we go back to the garage and you can see the run down here on the lap times. 6 cars on soft. And yeah, we're going to aim for P10, P11. I think Luke Smith might actually be starting on mediums, to be fair.
Yeah, I would think so. He's done quite a safe time. I think the only ones that you're probably guaranteeing are the top 5.
Now you can see we're looking at probably a 29.5 right now for P11. Obviously, other times yet to be submitted and improved. Maybe even like a 29.4, 3 in that kind of region. Now for this final run, what we're going to do is we're going to, you know, set ourselves up here and be one of the last cars, if not the last car, to try and start the lap. That's kind of the plan here because we'll get a better reference. Now, at the minute, we're just getting by of all the traffic as we've got a mixture of cars on an out lap and cars on an actual lap. Still got 45 seconds to go, so plenty of time to get around. But you can see everyone here is trying to do the same thing and start the lap last. And we've seen this before in Monza in real life in 2019, which was crazy. Oh, this is chaos.
Yeah, it's going to be
It's a bit of a messy one. Larry's been fucked over badly. Now you can see we've still got some traffic here. Cars on laps right now, so we have to stay out the way.
careful with the time. Obviously, it's a long way down. Yep. You'll have to get a move on.
Now at this point, I started to realise we might not make it. It's getting a bit too scruffy.
No, I think you'll have to jump people.
And unfortunately, I think we're going to miss out here. It's going to be close to the line. I'm not going to make it. Wow. Terrible. I should have. I tried to get to the back. I should have just fucking gone for it.
Ah, unlucky.
Oh well. Last the first it is. And yeah, unfortunately, a bit of an unprofessional end to qualifying, a bit of a scruffy one, and we're going to start from P20 and last. For reference, my banker on the softs that was invalidated at 28.8 would have given us, you know, P8. So yeah, the eventual P11 time was a 29.4. So yeah, that's kind of what I was aiming for. You know, that's what I wanted to do with the softs because you can control the lap time better. But yeah, we got it wrong. So we're starting P20. The strategy is still in place. So we're going to start on the hard tyre and then move to the soft. That's the plan because it worked really well in the PSGL top split F1 race the night before. But this is F2 and anything can happen. So there's your grid. We're now going to move though into the race and we're going to see how this all pans out. Now before we jump into the action, let's quickly confirm the strategy. So you can see hard to soft, about 19-20 laps on the hard tyre, maybe even more. Fuel-wise, we're going to go for just 0.5 on the fuel because I'm expecting to be in the DRS train pretty much throughout the entirety of the first 10 to 15 laps.
I would say outside's better because if obviously you could just turn right, but obviously do what you got to do. So, good luck.
Cheers. One thing that worries me is if I got damage, I'm fucked. Now then, race underway into the first corner. We did get a good start, but no real way past Tarabukin or Akinci. We try again out of turn 2, but We'll try and cautiously stick our nose in. Like I mentioned, if I get wing damage now, we're screwed because we don't have another set of hard tires to go on, and we have to use at least 2 different compounds by rule, so you have to make sure you keep your front wing in one piece. Heading into the little slow section, that end of Sector 1, start of Sector 2, trying to see if there's any gaps or opportunities to get by. I'm trying to be, you know, somewhat aggressive, but the reality is I'm struggling to find a gap now that we've got the run on Akinci as we make our way down into the chicane. I might have a little look up the inside here. Akinci breaks early, but he actually breaks quite late, to be fair. And we're just trying to get comfortable. Whoa, that was close. As we almost run into the back of him there through the chicane. We're going to try again, though, using the ERS. We're going to try and get these moves done as much as possible and as quickly as possible as we go up the inside into the flat-out senior right-hander here. In the test race, I done with Will G earlier. My tyre was pretty good.
Right, okay.
I'm Brigny's fucking in trouble. Let's go.
Yeah, he had the. I think he's got the thingy issue.
What's the thingy issue?
It might be AI because of he joined late.
Now you've just seen their championship leader Perigny dropping back.
I didn't see any damage, but
he's gone to the pits. I'm assuming to go for the hard tire and go to the end, but Perigny with damage, and that's a championship leader. So that is a big moment already in this race. And not sure what happened there. Maybe some possible lag, desync issues. Either way, we're going to gain a place from that. In the meantime, we've got Primoz Miklavčić and Andrej Tarabukin battling away here. Now, these two caused a bit of a roadblock for me. I wasn't able to get by. They were battling amongst themselves, but they kept on using up their battery, and it was really hard for me to get by. And around France, once you use your battery, you're not getting it back. You have to be very careful with how you manage your ERS. Now, I thought about going for the move here, but I could tell Andre was not going to let me by easily. And I really don't want to get involved in a scrap, because if you fall out of the DRS train, it's game over. You know, if you're not in the DRS train, you're going to lose time. As we've got a spinner, we've got Jonas Martins, formerly known as WR Neon, going backwards. So that's going to be another place we gain, as both alphas have issues here in Paul Ricard.
Hope he's got DRS.
We're going to be relying on battles ahead for us to catch back up to the train. And as you're going to hear, because of that spin, we've fallen out of the DRS train up ahead.
You should naturally start in the catch up though. See the softs start to die now.
Now, we were relying on Primoz Miklavčić to pull us along on the medium, you know, faster tyre to catch up to the other hard runners up ahead, but it just wasn't happening. The DRS train is too strong, the DRS effect is too powerful, and you still lose time. You can see the gap ahead just growing, and unfortunately we fell away from the train because of that spin to Jonas Martins. It just caused a breakaway and a breakage in the DRS effect. So, yeah, we're on our own right now at this stage of the race. As long as it stays like this, one on the cut is all I need. Oh, rules gone.
Yeah, contact with AlphaTauri. Akinci pen. Obviously he's not really in your race, but
now you can see Will Lewis here, or Will G, who I practiced with before. He's had a bit of a moment. I think he's had a half spin, and he's probably got some overheated tyres, so we're going to go by and get past him. That's one car we've got by, another one anyway. Still got Andre though, and Primoz ahead, and no real progress being made. And Andre also wasn't going for the move. You know, really in these situations you need to kind of relay, like cycling. You have to constantly overtake and use the DRS to go faster, but it just wasn't happening. Andre was sitting here. I was trying to look for the move here into the final corner a couple of times. It just wasn't happening.
So Duncan's the only one still out there.
I tried to have a look in the final corner there, but
yeah.
But yeah, anyway, we'll keep trying. At this point of the race I was getting frustrated because nothing was happening, and I was trying to put some pressure on these two to make some things happen. Eventually Andre did overtake Primoz because I forced him into a bit of a move. I won't bother showing it because there wasn't much to it. I wasn't really doing much, but just using a bit of ERS really to try and force things a little bit. In the meantime though, on to lap 10, and we're kind of, you know, cutting to the chase a little bit as things start to get a bit more interesting. You can see the cars up ahead battling a little bit, as we might have a chance to gain some time here. In the meantime, I'm going to try and force a move again here. So I've got plenty of battery saved up. We're going to try and straight line our exit and see if we can make something happen as we make our way to the back straight. You can see here using our ERS, trying to put the pressure on Primoz, and now he's going to go past Andrej Tarabukin into the chicane. We tried to go through, but Andre braking pretty late. I'm going to focus on getting the cut back though through here, trying to get a nice clean exit. And again, we're going to try and keep this pressure on to force a move and make things happen. You can see Andre responding.
Trying to force his two to battle a bit.
Otherwise, nothing would have happened. So I'm trying to force, you know, the hand a bit as we have a look up the inside here into the double right-hander. We're going to try and make a move. We get a nice tight line and we get nice clean traction. Bit of a snap on exit, but still trying to make this move as we now go to the outside through the long right-hander. We manage to hang it. We get a racing room as well, so fair play. And we get the traction and make the move there on Tarabukin. And now that gives us a free shot at Primoz Miklavčić as we get a bit of a kiss in the rear there at the penultimate corner. So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to open the DRS and switch on the ERS as we try to close in. The gap ahead now, you can see, as I mentioned in the background, is 4 seconds now to Jack Laverty and the rest of the train, which is, it's a big gap and it's growing as well. If you notice, every kind of highlight or every straight,
Shadow, cheers to the front, man. Cheers for the 2 months.
the gap keeps going up and up and up. So I really want to try and make some progress. So we're going to stay on board here because I'm not going to waste any time. We're going to get past,
They're going to regret battling to turn 1.
we're going to get past Primoz as Will Lewis and Tarabukin battled behind. So they're both out of DRS range. Here we go then. Let's get Primoz and get this move done. We're going to, you know, make it known to him that we're coming by no matter what he does. And we're going to make some progress. You can see though, to Laverty ahead, the gap isn't coming down even with us having DRS because we're just losing time absolutely everywhere. And that's kind of what happens in these races. The longer the DRS train ahead stays intact, the worse the race is going to be. You can see now the gap is 5 seconds plus on lap 17 as we approach the pit window. So we're going to see what people do. Originally, I was going to box early.
Oh, Jack Lab's had an issue.
Yeah, he's dropped out.
Jack West pit.
Yeah.
Here we go. People are going to start stancing. I might go long in that case. If people will start biting the bullet early.
Yeah, it might be worth it. You know, I
Time
think.
for a safety car on VSC.
Yeah, I think that's what I would do now. 'Cause I don't think at this rate you'll get
Jack Lab's
points.
got damage, I think.
Now, basically, I was going to go for a massive undercut like lap 17, but the gap was too big, and I don't think I would have made up 6-7 seconds, even on fresh softs. So now I'm considering going long and banking on a safety car or a VSC.
Now would be a great time for a safety car because I'd be net P2 right now behind Ron.
Now, as you hear me say, we'd be net P2 right now because of the penalties. You know, everyone would have to pit, and we'd be net P2 right now on softs.
Well, not quite, but yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone would probably
Obviously,
be under a safety car.
yeah.
But yeah, lap 19, we're going to see more cars box. We're going to keep doing our thing and stay out until Joost and Pedrinho catch us. We can afford to stay out and not waste any time.
I'll go to lap 21 latest. I still want to get some joy out the softs, so I'll do the Jake Benham strap.
Yeah, Danica picked 22 and he got a podium still, so
Yeah, I'm going to just rely on some late carnage and penalties, really.
yeah.
Obviously, we'll stretch this a little bit, see if we can get a safety car or something, but if not, we'll just commit.
Now this is it then, the crucial phase of the race. So we went all the way to lap 21. Joost has now caught up along with Pedrinho. Those two are battling for the win. Then there's a gap to Duncan Hoffland and co, including my teammate Jeffrey Ritchie. Now we're going to box, and the plan here is to just push flat out on the softs every single lap, hope for something at the end.
Dupont can't be angry about that as well, so. You'll probably come up around just behind Primoz,
Yep.
I think.
Oh, someone's pit. Wheels pit again.
Oh,
We
was it
should
on
have
crash
stacked
floor?
it.
Should've stacked
Yeah,
it,
no.
mate.
Need to rig it.
It's going to be close with Perigny here, but I think I'll be ahead.
Now back on the way then, as we rejoin. It's going to be close with the championship leader Simon Perigny, but he's going to be struggling now. He's been on those tyres the entire race, and we've got fresh soft tyres on, so this won't be too hard of an overtake to make. Now, yeah, pretty much we're going to go flat out to the end. We'll see what happens. I'm going to be relying on a bit of carnage. Maybe the leaders have some contact, and maybe some other penalties to stack up a little bit. Right now, we don't even have a warning yet, so we kept it very clean this race, and we're primed and ready to pick up any scraps that may come our way in this race.
Yeah, a lot of battling now.
Now, we passed Perigny, who let me by. He wanted to get DRS and try and hang on to me, but I was too fast. You can see the gap now, 3 seconds. We set a personal best, but the fastest lap right now is a 29.9, I believe, 29.9, and that's with DRS. That's how powerful it is around here and how much of a difference it really makes at this track.
Norbert penalty, he's P8.
I'm marginal on fuel, man.
Now, I started to realise fuel was going to be an issue, and it was going to stop me from pushing flat out for the last 2 laps or so, which was a bit of an issue in this race.
Just a little bit of DRS now.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
He's good. Jack West can't get past the medium runners, and the fresh softs can't get past Jack at the minute. So they're getting held up quite a lot here.
Can afford to have Yo Stop Adrenio win, so that doesn't affect me too much. Now, like you can hear me say in the background, we can afford to have Yo Stop Adrenio win. It's not the end of the world. Not ideal for the constructors. But
Now, we're going to keep pushing. There's some battling, some mixed tyre compounds, and it's different pace.
That's just been hit off. He's down to P11.
he's in the pit.
Yeah, that's fine. I think he got damage.
Now, Jack West is going to box and retire, I believe, due to damage in this race.
Not far for the point.
P12. So Sam's got 6. Ikabaina's got 6. He might get another penalty for that. Baina's got damage apparently. That's what I'm told.
We're getting points this race. That's all I can go. Keep pushing.
Now, we're going to keep chipping away. We've now called back up to Primoz, who pit earlier for soft.
Wouldn't normally do this, but
Ron hard penalty.
stop. I'm going to get Primoz here with DRS. I can gain time.
We're wasting no time. We fly past Primoz with DRS and ERS, and we're going to keep pushing. 2 laps to go. Penalties up ahead as we are catching, and they're starting to battle. But we might be arriving a bit too late, and I'm starting to run out of tyres at this stage. And also the key thing here is fuel. It's not going to help that on the last lap, Primoz is going to, for some reason, with a 6-second penalty, try to re-challenge here, which, you know, I don't understand why he's fighting me when he's got nothing to go for in this race with that penalty. Even if he gets one of them removed, he's still going to have 3 seconds. And all this is doing is just compromising my race. You can obviously see now Primoz here, who's got a bit more battery than me. I'm completely out. He's going to actually...
Why are you going to pass me?
Re-challenge around the outside, and I was a bit annoyed at this because I don't understand why, you know, it's happening. I am trying to manage. Sure, you can see we're very, very marginal, dipping between the positive and the negative. But look at the gaps ahead as we're about, you know, a few seconds off. We have a bit of a moment there. Luke Smith up ahead. We're going to get him, so I think we're going to get P10 at least in this race as Joost Noordijk picks up his first win of the season, and a much needed win at that for him this season.
Damn it, no fireworks.
And nothing happened at the end. No crashes, nothing. A few penalties.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Okay, clear.
Ouch. That's disappointing. I was hoping for a bit more.
Now, after the race, you can see the confirmation of the results here. We're P10 for now. And at the time of recording, the standings haven't been updated yet. But I do believe Ikabaina in P6 was going to get another penalty on top of that. More than just 3 seconds. So I think there's a chance I get P9. But yeah, besides that, there's not much more in it. And yeah. Now, what I can tell you is after the race, what happened was Paris Birol P5 and Ikabaina got both 10-second penalties post-race. So that would move us up to P8, but Luke Smith got one of his penalties removed for track limits, which means he would re-overtake me. So we finished the race in P9. So 2 points for us in France. So P20 to P9, not a bad recovery. We outscored the championship leader by a couple of points. And crucially, Thomas Ronhaar and Duncan Hoffland didn't win the race. They're P3 and P4, so it's not too bad. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed that one, guys. If you did, leave a like, subscribe for more, and yeah, I'll be back soon with another one. We're on a break week this week, so no highlights for a little while, but hopefully we'll have some more league racing content with WR coming up very soon. But yeah, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the 2 videos on screen right now if you haven't seen them, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care, and let's go back from me.